Likely to be any new signings before you head off?
We hope so. There certainly won't be as many as what's been labelled out there. I think the reality is that for players to be associated with Liverpool is great, but the reality is we've only made 3-4 inquiries about players, and we hopefully can close out one deal this week and maybe two, but certainly hopefully we can do one and then look to add to that over the course of the pre-season.
Are you able to clarify some situations? Granero, there are reports that you've had a bid turned down by Real Madrid. What is the situation there?
The situation is very simple. I will never speak about targets and possible players, and it's not something that I like to do, to be honest. So all I will say is that there's been a whole raft of players linked with coming to Liverpool, and there's very, very few of them that are actually real targets for us. So, but like I say, I don't like to speak about that.
There have also been players linked with possible moves away, and Andy Carroll has been linked with a possible loan move to AC Milan. What's your take on that?
He's a good player, Andy. So he'll always be linked whether he's here or not. So listen, it's something that I've spoken to Andy on his holiday. So he knows exactly where he stands. I've had the chance to speak to a lot of the players, So no, he's a very good young player, and like I say, he'd be linked with clubs like that because he is such a good player.
And are Joe Cole and Aquilani likely to be part of that as well, or are they likely to be offloaded this summer?
Same answer. They're both players that are back. Having a good chat with Alberto the other day, and he's a good guy. He's obviously hasn't really worked out for him as of yet, but he's a player that he's got the qualities in terms of technical and tactical ability to play. But what's going to be important for every player that they have the steel and the mindset to play, which would be very important, and that's something that I'll find out over the course of pre-season for all the players.
Have you been able to sort anything with Craig Bellamy yet as well?
No, I had a good meeting with Craig last Monday. It was just getting a feel for where he was at. I've known Craig obviously for a little while, so we had a good open conversation in terms of where he's at. He's 33 later this week, so he knows he's pushing on in age a wee bit, but he's fine. He looks after himself well, and like I say, I'll speak with him over the course of the summer, and then we'll take it from there.
How important do you think it is as well, having someone like Lucas coming back to full fitness now? Obviously he's played such a big part in the Liverpool first team.
I think he's been incredible in relation to, if you think back to his story here when he first came in as a young kid. I remember Lucas when he was playing for Brazil, when we were watching those in the youth championships. He was the captain of the team that had Pato and that in it, which was a brilliant and a very good side. So I've known him for a number of years and known his qualities. Obviously difficult for him when he came out at the start, but he's really shown not only his footballing ability, but his real strength of character, and over the last 18 months or so has really been a real prominent figure in the team, and obviously there is a relationship to maybe the form just slightly dipping off when he came out of the side. So it's not rocket science. When you lose one of your top players, it affects your performance.